Deep organic mulching, the forbidden gardening technique that can triple your harvest. There's a gardening method so powerful that it can dramatically increase harvests while reducing labor, watering, and fertilizer use. Yet for decades it has been ignored, dismissed, or even discouraged in mainstream gardening advice. It doesn't require expensive tools, it doesn't involve chemical fertilizers, and once established it can nearly eliminate weeding, tilling, and heavy garden work. What makes this method so controversial is its simplicity. Instead of digging, turning soil, and maintaining neat bare rows, gardeners simply cover the ground with thick layers of organic material and allow nature to do the rest. While modern agriculture focuses on machinery, fertilizers, and constant soil disturbance, this technique mimics what has been happening naturally on forest floors for millions of years. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to support the channel. If you enjoy learning about powerful natural gardening methods like this, make sure to like the video, share it with fellow gardeners, drop a comment about your own gardening experiences, and subscribe to Nature's Flora for more deeply researched guides. Now let's explore the fascinating method known as deep organic mulching, and why it may completely transform how you grow food. Deep organic mulching is exactly what the name suggests. Instead of placing a thin decorative layer of mulch around plants, gardeners apply a thick blanket of organic material directly on top of the soil. This layer can range anywhere from 6 inches to as much as 20 inches deep. Materials commonly used include hay, straw, wood chips, fallen leaves, and other plant matter. Unlike traditional gardening practices, the mulch is never tilled or mixed into the soil. It remains on the surface, slowly breaking down over time. This approach closely mimics natural ecosystems. In forests, leaves, twigs, and plant debris continuously fall to the ground, forming thick layers that decompose gradually. Beneath that surface layer lies rich, dark soil filled with microorganisms, fungi, and earthworms that maintain the ecosystem. Deep mulching simply recreates that natural process inside the garden. Two gardeners played a major role in popularizing deep organic mulching. One of the earliest advocates was Ruth Stout, often called the Mulch Queen. Beginning in the 1930s, she developed a gardening system that relied almost entirely on thick layers of spoiled hay. Stout refused to till her soil, rarely weeded, and avoided most traditional gardening labor. Despite this unconventional approach, her gardens produced abundant harvests year after year. Another modern pioneer is Paul Gautschi, who developed the well-known Back to Eden approach. Using layers of arborist wood chips, Gautschi transformed hard, lifeless soil into rich growing ground without fertilizers or pesticides. His garden in Washington state has inspired countless gardeners around the world. Both methods follow the same core principle: leave the soil undisturbed and keep it permanently covered with organic matter. One of the most powerful benefits of deep mulching is, honestly, moisture conservation. Bare soil loses water quickly through evaporation, especially under intense sunlight, but a thick mulch layer acts like insulation, keeping moisture trapped in the soil where plant roots can access it. Studies show that mulch can reduce irrigation needs dramatically. In hot climates, this can mean the difference between constant watering and a garden that, largely sustains itself. Temperature stability is another major advantage. Soil exposed to sun can heat up rapidly during the day and cool sharply at night. These fluctuations stress plant roots and slow growth. Organic mulch buffers those swings, keeping soil cooler during summer heat and warmer during colder months. Perhaps the most remarkable transformation occurs underground. Deep mulch creates the perfect habitat for beneficial soil organisms. Earthworms thrive in moist, organic environments, and their populations often multiply dramatically beneath mulch layers. As they move through the soil, they create tunnels that improve aeration and water infiltration. Their castings also provide a natural, nutrient-rich fertilizer for plants. Fungi also flourish in these conditions. Many fungal networks break down complex organic materials like lignin and cellulose, converting them into nutrients that plants can absorb. These fungal networks form symbiotic relationships with plant roots, helping them access water and minerals that would otherwise remain unavailable. Over time, soil that was once compacted and lifeless becomes dark, crumbly, and biologically active. One of the biggest misconceptions surrounding deep mulching involves nitrogen depletion. For decades, gardeners were warned that materials like wood chips would steal nitrogen from the soil and starve plants. This belief comes from studies where wood chips were mixed directly into the soil. In those situations, microbes do temporarily consume nitrogen while breaking down the carbon-rich material. However, when wood chips remain on the soil surface as mulch, the situation is completely different. The decomposition happens at the boundary between mulch and soil, leaving the plant root zone unaffected. Over time, the mulch actually adds nutrients to the soil as it breaks down. In other words, the key rule is simple: keep mulch on top of the soil, not mixed into it. Despite its many advantages, deep mulching is not completely without drawbacks. Thick organic layers can provide shelter for slugs and snails, which, may damage delicate crops such as lettuce or strawberries. Small rodents may also tunnel beneath the mulch, especially in rural areas. In extremely wet conditions, some crops like potatoes may actually struggle if mulch layers trap too much moisture. Additionally, the system takes time to fully develop. During the first year or two, soil biology is still adjusting, and results may not immediately reflect the method's full potential, but once established, many gardeners find the system becomes easier each year. Deep organic mulching challenges many long-held beliefs about gardening. Instead of constant digging, weeding, and fertilizing, it relies on natural processes that have worked flawlessly in forests for millions of years. By covering the soil, feeding microorganisms, and allowing organic matter to decompose naturally, gardeners create a self-sustaining ecosystem that supports healthier plants and higher yields. If this guide helped you discover a new way to grow food, make sure to support Nature's Flora by subscribing to the channel, sharing this video with fellow gardeners, and leaving a comment about your experiences with mulch gardening. Your support helps keep practical science-based gardening knowledge alive and growing.